Thug Nation alert. Keep his name on the streets till you lay in the dirt.
Sip the juice.
On the set with my man Gabbo. Peace to Pop.
Only Gab can do it like this.
Right. Right. So he brought that shit to the door then. He brought that type of energy, those type of soldiers with him. You know what I mean? From the jump.
Yeah, shit, that influenced my behavior pattern on the movie Fat Beach. I was the same way, goons, all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm out in Cali too, and I'm good with everybody on both sides. One day I got my niggas from this side of the track. Other day I got my niggas from that side of the track. One day they all showed up at the same time, and guess what? It was all to the good. Them motherfuckers couldn't figure out. They're like, man, who the fuck are you? I'm like, the nigga that you hired to play this part.
Nigga, oh, I did hire you. Yeah, okay, I forgot I did hire you. You're all actors. For a minute there, I got worried. Yeah, that's funny, man. That's funny.
It was over with. You know, Coolio's a cool motherfucker. That was my dude. Nigga come to the set and motherfucker, he had a real Hummer. Shit that the military had. But it wasn't like no.
Who's this, Coolio?
Yeah, Coolio.
Wow.
And when he came, that was on Fat Beach. He wasn't in Juice.
Right.
That was just Fat Beach. And, yeah, me and him got real cool. Paperboy, we got cool, too. And I was staying at Paperboy house sometimes. Shit, fucking with that nigga late night.
Yeah, you know, I remember that movie Fat Beach, man. I remember that. So I got a question real fast, Jermaine. So was it something special about Tupac that people noticed right away from being around? Like, was it something that stood out like a sore thumb to you? And what was it?
He just was real. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't candy coating shit. He was smart enough and educated enough to where he knew how to use certain words. He may have an aggressive tone, but when you hear the words that he's using, you gotta listen. That's why he's, you know what I'm saying, a part of the curriculum in different colleges right now. You know, and for the people, like he was like, you know, and I didn't realize it then until, you know, after his career went on, and you know, different situations and shit. I'm like, man, this nigga was a revolutionary from day one. From day one. Right. That's why he speaked up for us like that. That's why he couldn't bite his tongue in the cab. You know what I'm saying? That was my dude. I mean, and, you know, being popular and shit. We had our good days and we had our bad days, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know, but it was what it was. I was like his little brother, you know what I mean?
Right.
Go on, get up. Like, you had certain motherfuckers around, I couldn't come in. You know, I'm coming in with the bullshit, you know what I mean? You know, I'm looking for the next laugh, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm having a good time, you know? So, and like I said, I was younger. You know, so, yeah, man, Pac was a hell of an inspiration, man. One thing I really got from him, man, nigga, just be you. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, fuck them. Keep it moving.
Right.
You know, and it been always easier for me to do that.
Hey, Jermaine, if it's okay, man, I want to know, is it okay for you to talk about what was Tupac's relationship like with, the other cast members from Juice? Did he ever have any problems with any of the other actors, or he got along with everybody really good? Because you hear conflicting stories about, how he got along with different cast members. I just wanted to know, did you ever see anything that you thought was worth talking about?
Fuck no, man. We all got along. You know what I'm saying? We was like brothers.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, motherfuckers, man, I didn't know mood swings and shit like that, but nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that I can remember to say, yo, Pop didn't fuck with me like that, or Pop didn't fuck with Ant-Man like that. No, he was,
right.
And him and Omar, they did the tour together. You know what I'm saying? So, the Juice tour, as far as the promotional tour, they split us up. And they was always cool, because Omar was into the music too. He had a little group back then and the whole nine.
He had a group called the Wolfpack, right?
Right, and Khalil and Pac was good, and me and Pac was always good for shit. When we was doing the movie, I was on the 12th floor, he was on the 9th floor. I was always the nigga knocking at the door. The first time I didn't get an answer, so I knew what time it was. It wasn't he was fucking with me, nigga. I wouldn't have answered if I was in that position at that time either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so y'all hear from the horse's mouth, man. You know what I mean? Juice was real. The chemistry, the brothers really got along. Anything else y'all might be hearing is bullshit. You're hearing it from Steele's mouth. You know what I mean? Nothing but love on the set. So Steele, speaking of on the set, what was the groupies like? Was it any chicks coming through for y'all? Or how did that work?
To be honest with you, bro, we had a sea of extras. Really had to fill up the nightclub and all that other kind of shit to choose from. I mean, you got people in the neighborhood, and then, when you just out and about on the regular, I mean, that was the least of our worries at that time and shit, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Everybody wanted to be a part of it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was hip-hop. When you came, if you wasn't in the movie, you just a spectator. Like, the set of Juice was hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? It almost was like a big video shoot, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you had so many different aspects of hip-hop, tied to it. And Ernest Dickinson with a Spike Lee background and all that. So Spike coming to the set, you know what I'm saying? On that do the right thing shit. So, like, it was an amazing set, man. The hours was crazy. I've yet to do these kind of hours on the movie. But it was a hell of an experience.
Yeah, man. It's some scenes from the movie Juice I want to touch on real quick. And one of the scenes is the I don't give a fuck scene. When him and Omar Epps Q in school, and Q closed the lock and Pac standing right there. You can feel like the intensity, it's like a shockwave vibration coming from the screen, and Pac say, "What's up?" You know what I mean? That's how it starts. And you know what? The first time you called me crazy, I was tripping, right? Was you there on the set when they was doing different scenes? Like, even though you wasn't in that scene, did you see that firsthand?
Yeah.
What was that like watching that up close, bro? Because it was incredible watching it, as a spectator. But you was right there. You was a participator. What was that like?
It was a hell of a moment. I knew it was going to be a memorable scene. The biggest thing that I gathered from the scene was how Ernest had them put Black History in the making inside of the locker door. So when you got the side shot of Omar, when he finally got his locker open, you see Black History in the making.
Whoa, I never peeped that. Damn.
Right, it's messengers in there because, they know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
So with that was more of an impact, because when we watched it from the monitors, the people behind the monitors, they didn't know because I guess the prop master and the art designer and Ernest got together on it, and nobody really secret. They just figured they just making the locker look like the, teenage high school locker. But when he opened it and the way the shot was right there, everybody was like, whoa, that's deep. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then, Pop with, I don't give a fuck, type shit, realizing and coming to grips with the fact that, you know what, maybe I am crazy. And now accepting that.
And embracing it. Another scene, man, that get me when y'all inside the crib at your parents' house, man, and you make it look like eggs and beer, some kind of mixture, some shit like that with bologna. And then they get into a fight. Him and Omar once again at it and fuck your parents' crib up. That was another intense scene. When Pac look out the window and he come to the realization that he feel like y'all a bunch of punks. You know what I mean? How many times did it take to get a scene like that? Because once again, the intensity level in that scene was incredible.
Actually, when we did that scene, I think it was just about getting, the extra shot, just, security shots. I think we that one was first taker. Even with me with the beer and the eggs, that wasn't in the script, none of that. I was just supposed to be cooking eggs and shit, and just me. It's supposed to look nasty, So
right.
I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it. I'm gonna pour a little beer in this shit. You know what I mean? I'm my first open this movie, so Steel's Kitchen. And it rocked. And with that scene in there, as far as getting different angles, that was it. As far as with the takes, it was right there. Everybody was right on. You know what I'm saying? It was right on. The Parker had you in the scene. You in the scene. This shit is really fucking happening. We acting. You know what I'm saying? That's how you feel. And
yeah.
That's how I felt. You know what I mean? It worked for me. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the misconceptions is, I don't know if it's a misconception, but how true to it was. The Pac's character, Bishop, was his father crazy? And, one of the backstories that was unsaid, a lot of people run with, is that his father lost his mind after getting raped in prison. Was that, the original synopsis for the character, like the origin of the character, or, that's just something people made up over the years?
No, that was it. That's exactly how it was supposed to come across, without dialogue.
Right, that's why his pops like staring off.
Right, the dialogue came from what's his name?
Radamez. Right? Yeah.
Right. It came from Radamez, and then the scene of just seeing his father sitting there before he leave the house and he put a couple of dollars in his pocket. His father just sitting there looking crazy and shit. Just blank anyway. That was, that put the dialogue would put two and two together. Now, his father get raped in, prison. It must have happened. Something happened to this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because this motherfucker crazy as shit.
That's what it is.
And his son was crazy as a result of that. You know what I mean? His son, was not a little off, but way off. It's funny, man. It's just amazing to watch him go from being cool with all of y'all to like terrorizing y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
You hear Cuse tell his little brother, look, man, the bishop come by here, tell him I ain't here. That nigga howling up at the window, ain't Cuse. But you know what, man? On another note still, what was it like, you had a personal relationship with Tupac and seeing him every day on set with you? Could you fathom in your wildest dreams that he would go on to become such a global icon?
Attention, please. Everybody in the set. This is straight orange juice.
And a star. What was it like watching him blow up, like to the degree he did?
Honestly, I knew he had what it took, but at that time, I was hoping that you know, that the attitude side, the aggressive side didn't stop him, because if you got to know both sides of pop, and if you know the happy pop, or the, you know, normal pop, or it's just normal, you know, that's gonna stop in the middle of the set because he see a single parent mom and knowing the kid never go grab the kid, bring him over, showing them the cameras, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And not even trying to get no sexual gain, but it's just like for the kid, like, well, this might inspire this kid to go on to do this from this moment. So he was that type of, you know, that type of person. And so if you knew that side, you can understand the aggressive side, because if he was angry about something or speaking out about something that he didn't feel like it was right or it was unjust, you know, it was with the tone like, this ain't right. You know, it wasn't with a tone of like, well, look, the situation we have right here is not right. It's not working for us. We need to figure something else out. Pop was more so, this situation right here is some bullshit. Y'all know it's some bullshit, and I can't believe y'all tried to get this shit over on. You know what I'm saying? So what we need to do right now is we need to do X, Y, Z, this, that, and the other. Other than that, all this shit, you can shove it up your ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, but
wow.
When I seen his career start blowing and the little interruptions didn't affect it, I'm like, good, they get it. They get it. They get it. You know what I'm saying? Good, keep pushing, bro, because I knew that everybody needed that Tupac experience. We all knew that. Everybody that was involved on that set of Juice. Because working together all of that time, you get to see a person, especially when you're young. You know, all emotions you may go through and this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other. Than that, Pac was a real kind person. You know, you can't stand up for unjust shit that's unjust, and you were arrogant, you know, all about you type motherfucker. He wasn't like that.
Right. I heard you speak before about his, you know, acts of kindness, his random acts of kindness that people might not know about. And, you know, and I love people like that. Give us an example when you seen Tupac do something from the goodness of his heart.
I done seen Pac on numerous occasions go in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about for $1 to. I done seen Pac. You know, like I said, that was just one incident when he brought a kid to the set, went across the street. And what I liked about that, everybody thought he was going over there to holler at the female. You know what I'm saying? He said a couple of words to her, I guess, to let her know he wanted to bring, you know, the son over there, because he was kind of like, you know, he was making a little noise too. I remember that too when we were shooting, because he was excited about it. Like, come on, man, we're in Harlem. These kids ain't seen this, all these trucks out here, cameras and all this shit. So, you know, that was that. I done seen him do it in situations where, a bum on the corner, a crackhead, you know, knowing they're going to get high. Yeah, man,
right.
Enjoy yourself today, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, every time he cracked a bottle or anything, he poured a little bit out for my homies in that head. You know, so he always was thinking about other than himself.
Yeah, you got to, man. I call it feeding the birds. You know, when they talk about giving back, people say you got God, so you got to give 10 cents back. A lot of people think just giving back to the church or giving back to a pastor. In my opinion, I believe it's giving back to the world, man. You know what you earn. Right. You know, if you see a little kid in the store that look hungry, and you got it, get it. You know what I mean? If a person asks you for some change, you got $100, you can't spare one. They don't realize the only blessings you receive is the ones you give out. So, I mean, you give $1 to him, you know, somebody give me $200 later. I get a offer in something, you know what I mean? So that's the only way you get. The only way to receive is to give, you know, and you should be willing to help people. So I love to hear those stories. You know, those things right there, man, make me say, wow. It makes me feel like he's worthy of all the praise he gets. You know what I mean? Because he was.
Well, you got to see the impact of it firsthand. You know, you got to see the tears coming in the mother's eyes, because this is the first time she probably can witness a man coming up to her without a alternative, you know what I'm saying, motive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, just witnessing the impact of it, man, made you see how important it was, you know what I'm saying, and what it is that, you know, we need to do, you know, when we in those positions, you know what I'm saying, in the whole nine. So,
yeah, man.
It definitely was inspiration.
That is dope, man. So how long did you keep in contact with Tupac over the years after the movie Juice?
Well, I had went on and acquired a small record deal with Widespread, which was with my man Cole, and he had Suge doing the marketing and promotions at the time. You know, he was in the Fed, so, you know, he basically, you know, had, you know, his peoples, I guess, you know what I'm saying, that put everything together. And they built a studio at the houses. Shit, we went for it. So I would see Pop from time when I go up to Death Row, but I wasn't going up there like that either. I might have been up to Death Row twice. The first time I went, I damn near got my ass whooped. You know, we walked in there, they all knew my pops from, you know what I'm saying, from out there. So, you know, we go up there with Big Squid and Big E and shit. We all go up there. We got, I think it was three artists on the label at the time. So we all go up there to meet Suge and shit. So we waited for Suge for hours. I think Suge was at a game or some shit. So when Suge got there, my pops was like, look, man, if you know you're going to be busy or you ain't going to make it, just let a nigga know, man. And it's always come back and shit. And then I could even flew to another country, you know what I'm saying? You know, you right here. I'm a bit falling asleep, you know what I mean? So, you know, Suge, you know, he kind of, you know, laughed shit off, you know, all good. So, yeah, man, my bad, man. Y'all come on back, man. I've been looking forward to this. So we go back, and anybody that knows Death Row that been there, like, it's a red carpet. In the middle of the carpet is the Death Row logo in white.
Intimidating, should I say?
Everybody walk in the room and they stay on the red. My dumb ass is just so amazed by the room.
Don't tell me you did it. Still, don't tell me you did it.
I looked down. I said, "Oh shit!" When I looked over my shoulder, they was coming.
Oh my God!
Like, nah, he's good. Yo, man, it was no disrespect. Like Suge was laughing because, you know, he knew, like, you know, it wasn't no disrespect. I wasn't even looking down. I'm looking around. I'm amazed at this shit.
Right.
Rich shit. I'm a nigga from Newark, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I done been on a few movie sets and all that, but you don't see this real rich shit like that on the set. That ain't a prop. This shit ain't props around here. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
You know, and that's after passing the Bentleys, the Rolls Royces, and the Ferraris on the way up there.
Yo, hey, Jermaine, I got the kind of luck. I would have came in that motherfucker with a trip, spilled my orange soda all over the motherfucker. The logo, them niggas would have had me strung up.
Man, shit, boy. Now I was so happy Suge saved me that day, man. He was like, nah, man, I loved you and Juice, man. I mean, yeah, Juice and leaning on me, man. You cried pretty good, huh? I just think about some of the shit that happened in my life, man, and there it go. You know, but it was a cool time, cool interview, man. You know, shit, man, I ain't got shit to say bad about it. I mean, as far as with dealing with me, it was all good. You know what I'm saying? It was all good, man. And but you know, of course, we didn't get to finish everything because you know, once Pop got killed, it kind of like it just changed everything. I didn't even want to fuck with it no more, to be honest with you. I just was like, oh man, I ain't with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, knowing like, damn, this ain't got nothing to do with the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, man. I'm glad you brought up, you know, what happened to Tupac out in Vegas. I asked all my guests that the new Tupac that I know was personally affected by what happened to Tupac. Would you mind touching or sharing, you know, where you was and, you know, what you was going through and how you felt when you heard, you know, the shooting in Vegas happened and Tupac was the victim?
I believe I was in California. You probably know Hollywood when it happened. I was out there for both of them, Biggie and Pop. But when, you know, when I heard about it, you know, I seen it on the news, you know, Pac had been shot before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, this nigga's gonna survive this shit and just, you know what I'm saying, go underground for a minute because shit done got real for whatever reason. You know, so I wasn't expecting to hear, you know what I'm saying, that he was gone. Like, right after, just like with the music, where it's like, okay, this is what he's dealing with, boom, now he's gone. You know, so, like everybody else in my head, okay, Pop done pulled it, he did. Yeah, this nigga be back. Yeah, my nigga good. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I'm thinking and shit. And then, you know, it starts setting in. And, you know, when you on the inner, you know, and, you know, you talking to different people and, you know, these different people ain't actors. So these emotions that they have and they going through, they, you know what I mean? You know, this is real shit. They were there, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it just took me to where it's like, man, like, that's when I realized when we lose a talent, a performer, an artist, at that magnitude, you know, especially for us, it's a great loss for us, but at the same time, Pop death was a great loss for society. You know, because you have people that at the time probably would shut his music off that now study it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you get to studying the person and then doing the history, like, wow, this dude went to a phone on school. Lord.
Yeah, right down here in my city, Baltimore City, you know what I mean? With Jada Pinkett, yep, big things.
Right. You know what I'm saying? This dude, you know, it's not just some common street stuff, you know. So it impacted me like, you know, it's a major loss, but at the end of the day, I thank God that I got the opportunity to do 2 movies with him, you know, and establish a relationship with him. You know, we wasn't best friends, and I mean, you know, like that, but we was good, you know what I'm saying? And then, when I say that, you know, I wasn't at the crib every day, I ain't on tour, and, you know, he had his career, I had mine, but when we seen each other, we was good, you know, as far as I could see, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So you said you was on 2 sets with Tupac. Still, let's talk about that for a minute.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Tell everybody what the other project was.
Was Bullet. That was with Tupac and Mickey Rourke. I played Pudgy in that.
Right. I want you to tell the audience.
Oh yeah, Bullet, Tupac, Mickey Rourke, and a couple other people was in there. That was the movie around the time he was dealing with the charge. Mickey Rourke had his situation as well around the same time. And it was a more reserved reserved Pac. He's out there now. You know what I'm saying? So he was more reserved, always professional, as far as with doing his job, being on set, all of that shit that as far as I can remember. The main thing I remember on that set is he smoking up all the weed, and I ain't smoking all, I just what was left on the table, I went ahead and bumped that on and all. Like big shots, nigga, you done smoked all the shit. Yeah, once again, that big brother, little brother shit. But we was a little older when we did Bullet, man, so it was a different vibe, you know what I'm saying? And, I had been through a few things myself, so, I was older, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah, it was different, We laughed a lot of shit off, man. This was cool, man. It was, but it was going through what he was going through, Mickey was too, or whatever. We went out a couple times together and shit.
But the move was completely different than it was on the set of Juice, though. Pac wasn't, like you said, the same Tupac, because he had different things going on in his life. You know what I mean? And he was more seasoned now. Now he's more experienced.
Right.
Now he's Tupac the star now. You know what I mean?
More so seasoned, and he was at another level, and he knew he was a brand.
Right. Well, here's one of the things I found very interesting, man, before we wrap up. Mickey Rourke said that once Tupac got going, he was good as any natural actor you can go and get. He said he don't give a fuck who you go get. You know what I mean? He said when Pac got going and the character, it got you, got the flowing with it and all that. He said, man, he was just as good as any natural actor you can go and get. Did you notice that? Did you notice that, like, even after you sit back and analyze what you did with him on two different sets and watching him in, like, Poetic Justice, was Tupac a natural talent when it came to act?
Yep. I agree with Mickey. I'll do the same thing.
I'm Tupac Shakur. Thank you.
He's one of our star players here.
He's one of the star makers.